Hey, what's up, Accel Sports families? Coach Jesse here, and I'm so excited. We officially have Fall Cross Country registration is available live. About half of you on the team have joined us since cross country season ended last year back in November of 25. So I just want to take a couple minutes and hit on a few details, some of the most commonly asked questions that you may have. Now, everything that you need to know about our season is included in the parents letter. I spent a lot of time on that. I want to talk to you. I want to answer your questions. But in that endeavor, because we have over 100 kids on the team now, I did try to best explain and answer as many questions as possible in that parents letter. So please take a few minutes to read that, okay? I'm also highlighting some of the key takeaways from that here in this video as well. So please share this with any families you have, whether they're already a part of the Accel Sports Running family, or maybe they've just been hearing about it and thinking about it, but haven't decided to come out yet. Please share this video with them as well. Okay, so first off, yes, we offer free practice all year long, hot or cold, rain or shine. You guys know that by now. We just finished up track last week. USA Track and Field Nationals were incredible. Again, 12 national medals or 14 national medals for our kids with 12 athletes going down there. And couldn't be more proud of just the work they're putting in. You know, we're always talking about we use the free and easily accessible sport of running to teach kids valuable life lessons, and we are seeing the fruit of that more and more and more. There are more coaches coming on board. There are more training opportunities coming on board for some of our older kids. We're just continuing in season to do more and more things on the track side. You know, we wound up adding in shot put this past season. That was a huge success with Daniel, Noah, Joshua, and Titus all medaled at the Nationals in the shot put. And we are going to be adding more events on the track side. But with all that in mind, you know, we want to continue to provide as much value for free as your kids as we possibly can. Sometimes when folks hear free running club, they think low value. We try to give as much value as we can. As you see, our kids are winning and competing on the national level. Here in the next couple of years, we're fully expecting some of our older runners to start getting college scholarship opportunities as well with that. Now, all that being said is we love track, and that's a lot of fun, but oh man, this whole thing got birthed out of cross country. I said we like track, we love cross country. Cross country is amazing. If you haven't been out there with us yet, I always tell people that cross country is the most cost effective and time efficient sport that you're possibly gonna find. As you guys know, we have 4 young kids. All of them run cross country. All of them love cross country. It is exciting. You know, we are really blessed here where almost every track or almost every cross country meet is right here at the Hermitage, not in Hermitage, at the Hermitage, like Andrew Jackson's Hermitage. I know that's confusing. A lot of times people ask in the chat, where's the races? The Hermitage. Again, all the details in the parents letter and all that type of stuff. But all that being said is our small races, cross country is huge here in Middle Tennessee. The small races will usually have around 1,200 runners, okay? And several of the big races will be well over 2,000 runners. All the season stuff is in the schedule, in the parent letter. Again, I'm not gonna go through all of those, but I do wanna highlight a couple of things. So here's the first one. Running is an individual sport, but really cross country is very much a team sport. You know, if you don't know this, we compete in the TSIAA conference. We paid to be a member. We compete against all of the other private schools and independent schools here in the area, even the other homeschool organization, Tennessee Heat. And last year, our girls won the conference, and I think our boys were second. And then last year also, our girls won the HXN, the Hermitage Cross Country Nationals, and again, our boys were second with that. So having tremendous success. Ellie and Sophia were actually number 1 and number 2 in the nation last year in that. And we have many other great rising athletes who are going to be a part of this. But so in order to have that team success, this is where I was going. In order to have that team success, we must have as many runners as possible at every race. We need a minimum of 5 in each age division. So kindergarten through 2nd grade is an age division for the boys and for the girls. 3rd through 5th grade is an age division for the boys and the girls. Kindergarten through 2nd and through 5th grade, they only race 1 mile, okay? So it's a shorter distance for the elementary kids, whether lower elementary or upper elementary. Middle school, they only race 2 miles, so it's 6th, 7th, and 8th grade for the boys or for the girls. And then high school, 9th through 12th grade, they race the full 5K every week there. So regardless of your age and ability level, everybody, we want to see you out there on the cross-country course with us. You could be brand new last week. You might be seeing this video in August. and you just joined us through the team, we would love to have you out there in the cross country course for a few reasons. One thing that I know, just I share in the parent letter and I share from time to time. My life changed in high school when I joined a state championship weightlifting team, and I learned how to be a winner. I didn't previously know how to do that. I believe that most young people, even most adults, have never truly been taught how to win. Winning, there's more to life than winning, okay? We're not all about winning, but all things being equal, learning how to win, how to thrive, how to succeed is incredibly valuable for building the type of lives that we want for all of our children to build. And it's not free. I mean, it's not free in terms of effort. It might be free to be a part of our club in terms of money, but it's not free in terms of effort. There's a price to be paid with character growth and consistency and commitment and things that come as a part of that. Regardless of how fast your individual child may be or how good of a runner they may be, getting to be a part of this program and go out there on the race course and stand up on the podiums for the team championships as we win these throughout this season and the coming seasons, it is going to be transformative for them with their identity. And we would love for your children to get that experience, okay? So all the races are listed on the calendar. We try to put that information out as far in advance as we can so you can start blocking those out. Now, we ask for you to commit to the races for, again, whichever age division it is your child is in. But we understand that there's going to be exceptions. So, common question, what if we can't make one or two races? Join the season anyway. Now, you have to pay for all the races, okay? You'll see all the information in the parent letter. It's a little over $100 for the entire season. It's going to be between like 10 and 12 races, depending upon which age group and all that stuff. But between 10 and 12 races, okay? So just over $100 per kid for the season. They're going to get their uniforms for free through the entire season. And that's also going to include this year, we're going to get team pictures. We're going to have individual pictures and team pictures that you will own the edited digital files for, that you can then go print and do whatever you want to. Put them on your family Christmas cards or anything else, okay? So all of that is included in that team fee. Now, what you can't do is you can't say, oh, we're going to do 9 of the 12 races, so would you take $30 up? We can't do that. Not because I need the $30, guys. That's not what it is. Hopefully you know that I spend a lot more money coaching cross country than I make doing this. What it's about is the way team registrations work. With as big as our team is, we'll likely have about 100 kids actually run cross country. We've already had 37 kids register in the first 3 days. As it works registration wise, there's just no feasible way for me to keep track of, okay, Johnny's not going to be at the 4th race and Mary's not going to be at the 5th race, and then Billy and Sue aren't going to be at the 6th race. I would hate that I messed up a mess. Like even if you sent me a message like, hey, Johnny's not going to be there this week, and I misunderstood the message, and then you changed your mind, and I didn't register him, and then Johnny showed up to the race, and he's not allowed to race because I didn't keep it straight, again, with 100 different families and messages. So that's why it's just one flat fee for the entire season that covers all of the race entries. Every race is an electronically chipped timed race also, so that's important to understand. So like if you've ever ran like a road race 5K like Sherry's run or something like that, or a half marathon or anything, that is incredibly cost effective for what we have with the ability to get all these races chip time like that, okay? It is the most cost effective and time efficient sport that you're gonna find. All 4 of our kids run all the races, cheer on their teammates in under 2 hours time frame. So again, we love it. Please ask me questions that you have about the season. I feel like there's 1 or 2 other things I'm failing to hit on right now. Oh, so in that, so again, please make it a commitment to be there as often as possible. If you have questions on the schedule, please let me know. There's only 2 races potentially that are out of area that are not at the Hermitage. All of the regular season races are at the Hermitage. Regionals is at the Hermitage. Conference is at the Hermitage. HXN is at the Hermitage. For our kindergarten through 8th graders, if they qualify for state, which the majority of our kids will, because even if your child individually is not fast, when our team qualifies, like we did last year, both the elementary and middle school levels, then everybody on the team gets to go race, okay? So even if your child individually doesn't qualify, they can still get to go as a part of the team. And then the one like real travel race is gonna be at Cedarville, Ohio. It's basically just north of Cincinnati. It's about 5 hours away. That is the Cross Country Coaches National Championship. It is super high level. way competitive. It's the weekend before Thanksgiving. Please plan on being there. We have an automatic entry into it, so everybody on the team qualifies. Just has to do with how our season is and their qualifiers. So everybody on the team, again, regardless of speed, is going to be invited up to that race. I realize that obviously takes an overnight in the hotel and those types of things. There's travel considerations. We would love for your children to be a part of that and get that experience, because part of learning to be more successful is taking on greater challenges and growing vision and understanding what is the true level of competition out there. See, both in cross country and track, there's a few different national championships that can kind of sound confusing. It just has to do with who sponsors the races. Again, like HXN is one big national cross country meet right here at the Hermitage, but there's the CCC one. There's also a USATF one as well. We are blessed to be able to have one just 5 hours away. That will now be the longest we've ever traveled to a race in our first 3 seasons. But we would love for your family to be there. I know I've made this video probably a little longer than I want it to be, but please reach out with questions. Please continue to invite. This is about so much more than winning cross country races. Yes, we're gonna win a lot of cross country races. We're gonna have individual medalists again at conference and HXN and all that exciting stuff. Those things are gonna happen, sure. But beyond that, it's about building core memories and using these opportunities, these challenges that we have, that in running, you get faced with them and there's no way to avoid them. You can let off the throttle a little bit. The only way through them is through. And our kids are learning so many valuable life lessons. And we're just so grateful that your family has chosen to be a part of what we are doing here at Accel Sports. And we look forward to having a great cross-country season. Please read the parents' letter. Please click the registration link and prayerfully consider joining us for the 2026 season. Love you guys.